Well, thanks to research at the University of Minnesota Fairview, people with heart problems can have a better quality of life. And today at the State Fair, you can learn about the left ventricular assist device, or LVAD. That's a pump that helps heart patients. Joining us to talk more about today's heart health learning opportunity, U of M cardiologist Peter Eckman and LVAD patient Chris Lauer. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today.
No problem.
Doctor, you are holding two hearts in your hand here. One of these is a healthy heart. One of these is ones that would be having problems such as heart failure. Kind of explain that a little bit.
Sure. So these are hearts that were graciously donated to our bequest program. This is an example of a typical sized heart from someone that died of a problem other than heart disease. And this is an example of a heart from someone with heart failure. As you can see, it's quite a bit more enlarged.
The heart enlarges, it has to work a lot harder, and that's where we talk about people who need to have transplants, and that's where this new device comes in. You know, I remember back in the day it was Barney Clark. He had a giant suitcase. It was this whole rigmarole, and now this device is, you know, you can hold it in the palm of your hands.
Exactly. There's been a tremendous change in the size of these devices. It used to be that it was the size of, as you said, what Barney Clark had, and there was a refrigerator-sized equipment next to it. Now the currently available pumps are the sort of thing that can fit in the palm of your hand, essentially. So they've miniaturized dramatically, and we expect them to continue to get smaller in the future. And
today at the State Fair, we're going to be an opportunity for folks to meet people like Chris and kind of learn a little bit more about the technology.
Exactly. Although this is something that people heard a lot about after Dick Cheney got an LVAD. It's actually very common. We implant about an average of one a week. We have about 100 patients on support. We've invited them all to join us for the fair. They probably won't all make it because they live across the upper Midwest, but Chris and a number of others will be with us there to help teach people about this amazing device.
So Chris, tell us a little bit about how this device has changed your life.
It's a major improvement and has extended. But today is actually my 325th day of being on an LVAD. We track those things.
Yeah.
But it's been extended life. It's been a blessing. It was to a point where I had heart failure for 10 years, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And finally, my heart was in the last stages of where it needed to be, and I needed to get on a heart transplant list. These devices, such as an LVAD, are so great that they're being used in people for transplant, and they're also being used for some people who are going to keep an LVAD for just the rest of their life.
Well, I know a lot about this subject in our house. Lost my father to heart failure just a couple of months ago, and I know he felt so drained and so tired all the time. And you're saying, I mean, you just feel re-energized here.
Yeah, it's truly, you're amazed with what happens to your body when it's not getting enough blood flow. It's kind of like if you're not getting oil to the engine of your car, it can seize up or die, or your engine can. But with an LVAD, and we're constantly getting the flow, its pressures are all back. I'm able to run around. I have a lovely 10-year-old and twin 3-year-olds that keep me quite busy chasing them around.
I'm so glad to hear that things are working out for you, Chris. Best of luck in your as we try to get you all better again. And Doc, thanks so much for stopping by. And for those of you who are interested, today's LVAD at the fair event runs from 9 to 3 at the U of M building. That's also known as a Crossroads. That's located on the corner of Underwood Street and Dan Patch Avenue. Thanks again, guys. Good luck with your event today.